Mansueto families, the class of 2020, faculty, and guests. It's absolutely wonderful to be with you today, even though we are not together as we had hoped to be 4 years ago. Before we get started today, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the master of our ceremony and our host, Joshua Velasquez. Joshua, who is a native of the Southwest Side and a founding leopard, has embodied our core values over the course of the last 4 years. I vividly remember our first week in 2016 when Joshua stood in front of everybody and with such passion talked about the importance of optimism. He closed out our first week in a very remarkable way. It is fitting then that he is also going to close out our 4 years by being the host and the master of this ceremony. Please help me welcome Josh. And Josh, I hope to one day be as good of a dancer as you are.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simunovic, for such a wonderful introduction. Hey, class of 2020. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Joshua Velasquez, and I'm a senior here at Mansueto High School. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna kick it off to the noble CEO, Miss Constance Jones, who has a message for us. Take it away.
Class of 2020, congratulations. I could not be more proud of you. Not only did you complete 4 years of high school, which comes with its own unique set of opportunities and challenges, you did so in the midst of something that this country has not seen in over 100 years. Whether you realize it or not, you, the class of 2020, are strong, you are resilient. You are our class of endurers. I stand in awe of you. I really do. And I want you to know that you have the power to do anything. You've already demonstrated that you can do anything. Hold on to that power. You're gonna need it because I have to be honest with you. Life is going to continue to throw you many challenges. There are gonna be struggles. There will be moments of self-doubt and insecurity in college and beyond, but that's okay. Remember this moment. Remember everything that you've been through. You can do this. And I also want you to know that you are worthy. You're about to enter classrooms and boardrooms. There are gonna be times when you're gonna be the only one in that room who looks like you, and there'll be other times where you might be surrounded by hundreds who look like you. But regardless, I want you to own your space, own your story, own that seat, and own your destiny. You deserve to be there. Where you might have left our physical buildings several months ago because of this pandemic, know that you never left our hearts. You never left our noble family. And because you're graduating, that doesn't mean that you're leaving our noble family. You will always be here with us. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything whatsoever. We love you. We are so proud of you. I cannot wait to see what the world has in store for you. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mrs. Jones, for such a wonderful message. I'm very excited to introduce our salutatorian, Millicent Steiger. Not only did she maintain the second highest GPA in our class, but she was also part of the volleyball team and the cheer squad for the past 3 years. She was also voted the student body president for our class. She did all of this while maintaining a part-time job. She was named a Gates Scholar this year and has a full ride to college. She will be attending Brown University next year and studying linguistics. Here's Millicent Steiger.
Hello, class of 2020. As we come to the conclusion of our high school career, I'd like to take a moment to thank our teachers and staff, from those who have been with us since the very beginning, to those who may have only just joined us in the past couple of weeks, and even those who have moved on to find different paths in their own lives. We also owe a huge thank you to the parents and family members who took a gamble on our brand new school. Without their love and care and guidance, many of us may not have been able to make it to where we are today, and for that, we thank you. It feels like only yesterday that we were crammed in the halls of New Life Community Center. Despite the 3-hour detentions and cold cheese block sandwiches with just a sliver of tomato to keep us nice and healthy, of course. New Life was our beginning, and it was where our class truly had some of its best moments. New Life was where boys stuffed gym uniforms in toilets and where friends walked to the Pulaski train station, laughing and playing loud music, even if that wasn't even how they got home. There, the class of 2020 was formed, and where the Ramos legacy of winning everything for the rest of our high school career was established. Go Ramos Advisory. It was in the new building, however, where we became leaders, young adults, role models, and confidants. As the halls grew more and more packed with underclassmen, the presence and significance of our class grew vibrantly ingrained in every nook and cranny of Mansueto High School. We were the first champions of our sports and extracurriculars. We were the founding team and club members, and some of us even moved on to form clubs of our own. Now, we're the first graduating class. As we move past this chapter in our lives, let us continue to be bearers of kindness, resilience, and happiness. Let us strive to create our own paths and life stories of self-exploration and self-improvements, as well as defining our own definition of excellence. Although it may seem like the end of the world is upon us, let's look forward to a future where we can brag about how we survived World War III, a global pandemic, aliens, and alien-like murder hornets. As the President of the United States, Nicki Minaj, once said, "Yikes, what's the hype? This is something light." We'll use her words as inspiration to stay humble and constantly raise the bars for ourselves as we strive toward our own visions of happiness, serenity, and success. Class of 2020, we've officially made it. Now, before I retire back into my pajamas, it is my honor to introduce our valedictorian, Crystal Jingwen Wu. Jingwen Crystal Wu. While at Mansueto, Crystal was involved in cheerleading, the Marwin Arts Program, volunteering at school events, and she founded the Asian American Pacific Islander Student Union. She was also a part of the Brookfield Zoo King Scholars program. She balanced all of her activities while maintaining the highest GPA in the class. In the fall, Crystal will be attending Carleton College in Minnesota to study geology or environmental science. Please welcome our valedictorian, Jingwen Crystal Wu.
Hello, fellow Mansueto seniors, friends, family, and staff members. It is great to see our achievement through our pioneer experience as Mansueto High School's first graduating class. I remember the day at the church with the cold lunches and mile exams in the parking lot. Attending Mansueto gave me the potential to have a fresh start. I got to show how I'm an energetic, creative, and hardworking individual, and now I'm proud to share my experience here. I can summarize these 4 years in just 4 letters. Our core values, CREO. Community, formerly known as collaboration, represents our teamwork and efforts made as a group. We share our time being together by helping each other with schoolwork and personal issues. I remember our scavenger hunt junior, running around Bretton Park with our conchas in our hands. We worked together for the final prize and to learn more about each other and the community our school is in. Resilience, which we demonstrate by being the pioneers of MHS. We had to adapt and succeed to all the new things given to us, like surviving the IB program and AP classes, and even fitting everything into half-size lockers during the winter. I used my resilience when I had to learn how to get to school by myself, managing deadlines, and living on my own at several college campuses over the summers. Excellence, which we've shown as the result of our hours spent in our projects and studying. It all paid off by everyone achieving something they worked hard for, when 100% of our senior class was accepted to a college. Optimism, we use it to push ourselves to reach our full potential, where we laugh through the tears created from stress of school and life. Through all the projects and failed exams, here we are, heads high, and we will continue to have our positive mindset. This year, the cheerleader got to perform in front of the entire school for our Black History Month celebration in the town hall. And the rush of excitement and positive energy inside our gym during the performance were memorable. We have adapted and grown from these challenges in the guidance of our teachers and each other. Creo speaks for itself. It's a representation of us from the beginning of time in our high school and continue for the rest of our lives. From our humble background, we will continue to represent MHS by striving for the ideal future we want to live in. Mansueto holds a lot of memories, the ones we want to revisit and those we regret and learn from. I am truly proud of being in the class of 2020 at Mansueto High School, where we got to make connections that will last a lifetime. With these experiences here with each other, I hope we will continue to live out our core values after our virtual walk across the stage. I would like to thank everyone for attending our first Mansueto High School graduation. Please join me in giving a huge congratulations to the seniors today. Now please welcome our founding principal of Mansueto High School, Mr. Shimonovich.
Thank you, Crystal, for that introduction, and thank you to you and Millicent both for such thoughtful and inspiring words that you shared with us today. First, I want to start by talking to all of our Mansueto parents and families. 4 years ago, you enrolled your student in a high school that did not have a building or a reputation of its own. You were brave and you took a chance. While it was not always easy being a Mansueto student, I know that it was not always easy being a Mansueto parent. You have taken a part in what I am sure have been the most memorable 4 years of your child's education. To name a few things, you have paid 8 activity fees, attended 16 report card pickups, and signed nearly 160 newsletters. I want to personally say thank you to the countless sacrifices you have made in order to stick with the noble way. The best is yet to come. You too graduate with Mansueto tonight. Simply put, we would not exist without the support you have given us and the efforts you put in to having our building open in 2016. Those efforts will be felt for decades to come. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. To our Mansueto staff and the class of 2020 advisors. 4 years ago, you too embarked on a journey that will prove to be life-changing in many different ways. You took a chance on the vision that we laid forth and set out to change the status quo on the southwest side of Chicago. I stand in front of you honored and humbled to call you colleagues and friends. Your work, dedication, and disciplined thought have changed the educational landscape of the students who are in front of you. While there have been ups and downs along the way, you stand here today knowing that you have positively impacted the young men and women in front of you. Speaking as an educator who has also graduated an advisory of my own, I can assure you that the best is yet to come. Thank you for leading our students to excellence, and please remember, our work with this group does not end tonight. Together, it is our responsibility to ensure that they graduate from college and lead exemplary lives. And finally, and most importantly, to our founding seniors. Over the past 4 years, you have heard us talk about our core values, perhaps much more sometimes than we have talked about college. Living out our core values will allow you to see continuous success. Build community wherever you go. Bring others in who are otherwise excluded. Build bridges instead of walls. You will be tasked with what may seem as insurmountable hurdles throughout your life. Resilience will allow you to persevere. You are not quitters, you are builders. There is no task too arduous for you. Excellence is something you have gotten to know well over the last 4 years. You have heard us talk about good being the enemy of great. Seek to be the best at what you do and take the road less traveled. You will never be disappointed. My hope is that you will approach everything with an undying sense of optimism. Now more than ever, we have to cling to hope and we have to imagine a better, more inclusive world, no matter how divided it may seem. Staying optimistic will be a crucial step. You may not align fully with the 4 core values at Mansueto, and that is okay. I urge you to define your own values and from there live a value-driven life. A life lived based on your core beliefs and values will never let you down. You matter, your voice matters, and your experiences matter. My hope is that you continue to show the world who you are and what you are made of, just like you have shown us over the past 4 years. Being your principal has been the greatest honor of my life. I have seen you grow, and you have seen me and my family grow. I cannot wait to see the ways you will change the world for the better. Please come back often and let us know how you are. Mansueto will always be your home. You will always be a founding leopard. Thank you for helping us build a top 10 school in the city of Chicago. It has been an honor to serve you. I am sending you my love now and always. It is now my distinct pleasure to welcome Miss Allison Clements as she presents awards.
Good afternoon, class of 2020. I'd like to first start by congratulating you and your families. You have all worked so hard to reach this moment, and you should be proud of everything you've accomplished so far. Today, I have the pleasure of announcing several award winners. We'll start with the Crayo Award. MHS wants to acknowledge and celebrate students who have demonstrated and exemplified our core values, community, resilience, excellence, and optimism throughout their 4 years at MHS. Today, we'll be acknowledging 2 students. The first recipient of the Crayo Award is Ismael Beltran. I'd like to share some words prepared by Ismael's teachers. Ismael deeply exemplifies the MHS core values. He shows community through his service to our school and how he pushes and supports his peers in class. He not only cares about his own identity groups, but others, as shown by his active involvement in the Asian American Pacific Islanders Student Union. He shows resilience by taking on tough challenges in the classroom and his activities, and never quitting. He shows excellence through his stellar academic record and many leadership roles, National Honor Society president, tour guide, and chess captain, to name just a few. He is a role model to his younger siblings and one of the most dependable students I have ever worked with. He shows optimism by staying positive, even during challenging times, and pushing his peers and teachers to do the same. He isn't afraid to try new things, like joining acting workshop this year. I truly do not know what MHS will do without him. Congratulations to Ismael. The second winner of the Crayo Award for the class of 2020 is Giselle Porcayo. When asked about Giselle, staff members had this to say. Giselle is an incredible young person. Since her freshman year, she has overcome obstacles and blasted through barriers, growing her skills and knowledge into academic excellence. As her skills and knowledge have grown, her confidence and optimism have blossomed. Giselle has forged crucial connections within her MHS community, and those connections will continue beyond graduation and into adult life. I am inspired by Giselle's work ethic and drive, and I can't wait to see where her Crayo core values take her in the future. Congratulations to Giselle. Throughout the 4 years of high school, you all have grown tremendously in your academic skills. MHS wants to acknowledge and celebrate students who have demonstrated academic excellence in a subject throughout their time at Mansueto. The students selected for these awards have shown tremendous hard work and dedication. The award winners for academic excellence in dance are Patricia Raudales and Angel Rojas. The English department would like to recognize Jamie Torres and Efrain Feliciano Perez for their academic excellence in English. The recipients of the Academic Excellence in History Award are Astasia Shaw and Jesus Hidalgo. The award winners for academic excellence in math are Alondra Rosas and Jason Moreno. The award of academic excellence in physical education goes to Brittany Miranda and Gabriel Hernandez. The science department would like to recognize Crystal Wu and Richard Romero for their academic excellence in science. The recipients of the Academic Excellence in Spanish Award are Maria Arteaga and Diego Garcia. The final award that I have the pleasure of announcing today is Academic Excellence in Theory of Knowledge. The winners of this award are Janet Garcia and Uriel Robles. Congratulations to all of the award winners. Next, you'll have the opportunity to hear about our students from their advisors. We'll start with Mr. Angoff.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction, Ms. Clements. And also, thank you for your support as we work together to serve these students, the graduating class of 2020. Class of 2020, I owe you some gratitude as well. You've always made my family feel like your family. You've been so wonderful to my wife when she's been in your Spanish classes or supporting you at sporting events. And Milo has so enjoyed the attention and affection that you've given him in the hallways. The feelings of care that you have bestowed upon our family are things that we will carry with us forever, and I cannot thank you enough. Class of 2020, I have told you since your freshman year that you are intelligent and capable and competent, and that you will do so many impactful things in this world. And those things have only become more true over the last 4 years. So I'm going to tell you some things you already know. The first thing that you already know is your voice is real. And the second thing that you already know is your time is now. We are confronted with some challenges and difficulties in the world, but I know and I have faith in you and your Creo core values and your own individual courage and passion that you're going to go out and make the world a better place. And that faith in the future that I have because of you is absolute. I love you all. Now, please welcome Mr. Castaneda.
I want to formally congratulate my advisory for their great accomplishments being part of the founding graduating class at Mansueto High School. You are now officially part of one of the greatest legacies to come out of the Brighton Park neighborhood and the south side of Chicago. I want to give you a special congratulations to the great parents of my advisees. You have done one of the hardest jobs in the world in raising a child into a teenager and now preparing them to become an adult. Your graduate is now prepared to make a multi-generational change to your family and to the community. My advisor may not know this, but over the past 4 years, they have shaped me to be a better father and husband. Every day, before, during, and after school, I would constantly worry about you boys, hoping that you were safe and making the right decision. Don't get me wrong, I will always worry about you boys, but now I have the utmost confidence that you will make the right decision and accomplish so much in college and in life. My advice to you moving forward is remember that you belong in any setting and have equal opportunity in life. And if you ever feel like quitting or you feel like you don't belong, reach out to your family, to your friends, and to me. We will reassure, motivate, and encourage you that you do belong and that you were set on this earth to make a difference and to be an example for the younger generation that they can too attend college, gain an internship, become an entrepreneur, travel the world, and most importantly, change the world. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations, gentlemen. You did it. At this time, I will now introduce Ms. Crooks.
Hello, class of 2020. You finally made it. I'm so privileged to have been able to watch your accomplishments and your growth over the past 4 years. It's been an honor to get to know you, to talk to you, to laugh with you, and sometimes cry with you. I was always learning just as much from you as I hope you learned from me. Today is a chance to celebrate your past, but I hope you also take the opportunity to reflect and look towards your future. Rather than wishing upon you the ability to be cautious and learn from others' mistakes, I encourage you to be bold. I encourage you to try the new, exciting, scary thing and learn from it. As Tabitha Brown says, if you fall on your face, at least you're still moving forward. The next time we see each other, I hope that we're all a little different. I hope we've all had a chance to do something different. Embrace these changes in your classmates, our city, and our country. I'm so proud of not only the things that you've done, but of the things that I know that you can and will do. This class will always have my heart. I love you. Let me please introduce Mr. Grosselier.
Good afternoon, ladies of the Cappiello/Ziegler/de Grosselier Advisory. You all have seen a lot of change over the last 4 years, and not just in your advisory room. You've changed buildings, changed classes, and have seen yourselves change. Those changes have come from your experiences, like being a student athlete, dancer, future FBI agent, from balancing a job with school, and from traveling the world from Germany to the Netherlands and to Japan. You are caretakers in your family, making sure your younger siblings and cousins will reach even higher than you have. You've experienced a pandemic and a country finally awakening to the injustices faced by Black and brown communities. And after high school, I hope you will continue to change, that you never stop growing and learning and improving yourself. I want to leave you with the advice I often gave you when you left our advisory room. Be safe and make good choices. When I say be safe, I don't mean to avoid risks. I want you to be brave, to truly stretch your wings, but to also protect yourself. Be safe means to trust your gut and your heart and your mind. Listen to yourself. Take care of yourself. Making good choices doesn't mean only doing what society or others expect of you. It means making the choice that is best for you. Stop, think, reflect, and then do what you know is right. To your families, thank you for trusting us with your amazing daughters. We are so grateful to have been a part of their lives. A las familias, gracias por confiar en nosotros con sus hijas increíbles. Estamos muy agradecidos de haber sido parte de sus vidas. Ladies, I am so proud of you. Now be safe and make good choices. I'm pleased to introduce our next advisor, Ms. Luna.
Hello, Luna Advisory. I have had the pleasure to get to know each and every one of you and see all the amazing things you have accomplished. I have watched you stand up for student rights and actively participate in your community. I have been amazed at how musically talented some of you are, and I have gotten to witness how determined you are to reach your goals. But getting to this point has not been easy. Through every personal struggle you encountered, every tear shed, every all-nighter pull doing homework, every time I nagged you about your grades, you have persevered. Each of those moments, no matter how small they may have seemed at the time, they have shaped you to become the person that you are today. Although I've only been your advisor for 2 years, it has felt like 4. I am so grateful for the time that I had with you. In just 2 short years, I have watched you mature into the young men that you are today. I am so proud of each and every one of you and will miss our advisory time. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Ramos.
To the senior class graduates, I was blessed with the opportunity to have all of you as my students. And I witnessed firsthand that you all have invested a lot into your education, and people have invested a lot into you. Don't be afraid to take chances professionally. When you take those chances, have a goal in mind. And to achieve those goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. Don't be afraid to fail trying to achieve those goals. Michael Jordan famously quoted, "I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." If you quit once, it becomes a habit. Never quit. And to my advisory girls, I have watched you young ladies grow over the last 4 years. I am so proud of you. I know a lot of you are the first generation to attend college, and that is a huge accomplishment itself. Now, if you get to college and you mess up, just know that Ms. Ramos will be coming down to see you. I love you girls so much. I can only hope and pray that you allow me to continue to be part of your college journey, and I wish you all the best. I genuinely love you, and I will always be here. You will always be my girls. I love you. Now, introduce the next speaker, Mrs. Sweeto.
Hello, class of 2020 families and staff. Dr. King once said, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, but take the first step." When we started our journey at Mansueto, none of us could see the whole staircase, but we made the choice to try something new and trust that it would lead us to where we were destined to be. Now here we are, watching our first graduating class enter the world as compassionate, intelligent, and strong young adults. To the families of my advisees, thank you. It has been such an honor to work with you, and I have no doubt that your daughters will continue to flourish with your endless love and support. To my advisees, I can't put into words how excited and proud I am as you enter the next phase of your life. The last 4 years have brought about some of the most important moments of my life, and you have been there every step of the way. Please know that the memories I share with you are also on that list of moments I hold dear. You have continued to change me in ways I never thought possible, and you constantly remind me of why it's so important to be an advocate for our future generations. I am in constant awe of your growth and determination, and I have no doubt that you will continue to represent Mansueto in the best ways possible. As your life unfolds, remember to take chances, work hard, and live each day to its fullest. Never forget that I'm here to lift you up and cheer you on. I love you all, and I wish you all the best life has to offer. Congratulations.
Mansueto Class of 2020, it is truly a pleasure to be here with all of you today. It feels like just yesterday we were in the church basement at freshman orientation, all awkwardly sitting next to each other, not really knowing what was about to happen. Who would have thought that 4 years later we would all be here together graduating as a very tight-knit family? It has been an incredible honor to get to know each and every single one of you, whether that be as your freshman year English teacher or as your advisor. To my advisees, to Hector, William, Daniel, Jason, Pachi, Ernesto, Luis, Uriel, Fernando, Covey, Carlos, Ocadio, Edgar, Leonardo, Arturo, and Rolfe. You have made these last 4 years so much fun. I have had so many good times with all of you during AMA and PMA. Some of my favorite memories include our freshman year totally dominating the talent show, William dominating the pie contest, and every single morning, afternoon memory in between. From Pachi dancing and singing every single day to really getting to know each and every single one of you, your interests, and your families. It has been wonderful to see you grow from boys into truly wonderful young men, and I can't wait to see what you do next. So on that note, I'm going to introduce the graduates.
Guadalupe Aguilar, Jose Aguilar, Axel Alcala, Abraham Alvarez, Ismael Beltran, Miguel Rafael Boleaga, Alejandro Castellanos, Efrain Feliciano Perez, Huakai Liang, Faustino Lopez, Leonardo Daniel Martinez, Mauricio Nunez, Manuel Patino, Alex Rodriguez, Alonso Rodriguez, Jose Luis Rodriguez, Angel Marco Rojas, Juan Romero, Boris Takuri, Julian Terran, Joshua Velasquez, Abdelaziz Ben Hasuna, Jilin Huang, Ivan Hurtado, Andrew Joseph Iniguez, Tyler Johnson, Zechen Lee, Jonathan Lopez, Julian Madrigal, Marco Maldonado, Tristan William Marcia, Christian Martinez, Jonathan Sanchez, Daniela Gamboa, Isabel George, Esmeralda Guido, Michelle Guzman, Montserrat Guzman, Dworoy Hay, Fee Hernandez, Nayeli Hidalgo, Citlali Jaques, Joanna Landa, Joanna Ledesma Areola, Estefany Martinez, Heidi Martinez, Melanie Michelle Martinez, Nayeli Martinez, Alondra Medina, Brittany Miranda, Karina Molina, Stephanie Quinones, Natalia Nicare Reyes, Yasmin Yamilu Rodriguez, Cassandra Santoyo, Mercedes Ariel Adderman, Laura Alicia Alcaraz, Alejandra Guadalupe Alviso, Viviana Alejandra Antimo, Brianna Arias, Alana Banuelos, Dania Barcenas, Diana Botello, Shayla Bustamante, Diana Calderon, Marilyn Chavez, Griselda Garcia, Daniela Gaitan, Dinora Saldivar, Alia Saucedo, Leisha Valladolid Aleman, David Adan, Juan Diego de la Torre, Moses Delgado, Junzi Dang, Johan Omar Durantes, Andres Gerardo Espinal, Daniel Espinosa, Diego Garcia, Jonathan Axel Garcia, Luis Antonio Garcia, Oscar Garza, Gabriel Hernandez, Jesus Hidalgo, Daniel Alexandro Reyes, Richard Romero, Maria Guadalupe Arteaga, Alondra Rosas, Melanie Salgado, Diana Sanchez, Daniela Sandoval, Melanie Delgado Serrano, Astasia Shaw, Millicent Celeste Steiger, Carla Teutla, Michelle Torres, Jamie Suzette Torres, Adriana Vega, Jingwen Wu, Maricruz Zuniga, Emily Calzada, Ashley Chavez, Cassandra Duran, Maya Annalise Enciso, Adriana Escobedo, Alondra Flores, Giselle Flores Coronado, Eileen Galeana, Alyssa Renee Gallagher, Janet Garcia, Rocio Garcia, Magali Gomez, Michelle Orozco, Jennifer Perez, Lupita Pisano, Giselle Porcayo, Jennifer Rigoza, Vanessa Ramirez, Patricia Raudales Calvario, Karen Rodriguez, Sarah Rodriguez, Ashley Johanne Roque, Melissa Santos, Daniel Flores, Leonardo Martinez, Luis Martinez, Fernando Miranda, Jason Moreno, Arturo Palma, Eucario Paz Jr., Rolfe Pineda Jr., Covieli Reyes, Jair Ignacio Rivera, Uriel Robles, Ernesto Edwin Rosales Dominguez, William Torres, Edgar Valle, Carlos Vega, Hector Weber.
Congratulations to all the seniors at Mansueto High School. We did it. Before we leave, I just want to say one last thing before you guys open the next chapter in your stories. I want to take us down memory lane to where we began a new life for a majority of us. I remember the first week so vividly, especially ending every day with a town hall. When Friday came around, something just told me to stand up when Mr. Simunovich was asking if anyone had a shout out to give. And I remember saying how it's crazy that we're all here coming together to build this new school, and we're going to be making history in our community. And not only for the people in Brighton Park, but also for our community as students of color. Today marks a day in history based on who we are and where we're from, showing that anyone is capable of doing what they want as long as they have the right tools to get them through onto their own success. You're all trailblazers in your own right because so many people look up to you, whether you know it or not. The expectations set for people in our communities are so low, and you all have set higher expectations and goals for the future students to come. We've all made history together, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for all of you. Like I said in the beginning at New Life, we're all making a future not only for ourselves, but also for our community, and together we made my words become a reality. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made history.